I know there was a lot. Gina is a professional stunt woman. I'm a professional stunt guy. So there are some stunts between us where she upped the game and said, no, no, you can go harder, go faster, do this, do that. Oh, it's okay. And that made it look really intense.
Yeah.
But I can't give too much away, but that made it really intense. So there was improv with the stunts, um, a little improv in a dinner scene where it's the four of the actors.
Welcome everyone to this exciting interview segment at Survival Shows. I'm Desiree, and today we have the pleasure of sitting down with Justin Berti, star of the Lifetime movie, The Secret Life of the Surgeon's Wife. Join us as we delve into Justin's insights into his character and the challenges of filming this movie. Thank you for being here with us, Justin.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thank you for having me again. I
It's
appreciate
a
that.
pleasure. It's a pleasure for me. So, talking about the secret life of the surgeon's wife, what attracted you to the script of this movie and your character's unique arc?
Okay. First of all, what attracted me was how long the title was. Just joking. It was called Killer Smile, and they changed it to, and I see you every time you have to look. So do I. I have to look. It was it called Secret Life of the Surgeon.
Yeah.
So anyway, um, what attracted me? Well, I love working with Good Form Films. This is the production company that did Vacation Home Nightmares and Taken in Montana.
Yeah,
So
great.
those two, I had lead roles, supporting leads, whatever you want to call it. But working with that production company, they always have great directors and they have fun scripts and they allow the actors to play around with the characters that were given. They let us kind of go outside the box of what Lifetime might allow for other movies. Um, like
Great.
especially Vacation Home Nightmares. Lindsay Hartley, the director, allowed me to play the psycho killer, Psycho,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, right.
Um, and in this one, I think, yeah, you kind of know I'm a sleazebag from the beginning, but the difference is it's a guy who's truly not a bad person at heart, just makes poor decisions, and the dominoes keep falling. And I like that he's not, you know, hey baby, how are you? Oh baby, how's you going? Now let me try this. It, he's really trying to just keep a company going, doesn't really get along with his wife, so to speak, and has an affair. As you could see from the trailer. I don't think I'm giving away any spoilers,
No,
but
no.
it's a guy that basically, from his bad decisions, keeps falling deeper and deeper into a hole, which shows, once you create one lie, you have to keep digging to cover up that lie. You have to keep digging more and more to cover up the second lie. So that's what attracted me to it. And also working with the director Yoon-hee. Yoon-hee, it was her first Lifetime movie, and I just remember talking to her over the phone before getting
Yeah,
involved in this production. I said, Yoon-hee, we're gonna make this the best Lifetime experience for you. And she
great.
and she did that for us too. Wonderful. Allowed us to play, gave us ideas. Why don't we try it this way? Why don't we try it that way? I don't think Peter would do it. I think my character's name is Peter. Forgive me. I did this in February, and, and I'm not like, Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt. They have one thing every year. Of course, they can remember everything. I have
Yeah,
50
exactly.
million things every year. I can't wait for that day that I have one thing a year.
Mm, I I imagine you can do that.
Hope so. I hope so.
Yes. And how did you prepare emotionally and technically to portray your role opposite to Gina Vitori?
Okay. So I approach this like I do every role. I memorize my lines before going to set. And now I start seeing how many pages or what scenes are coming. And I don't spend a lot of time on a scene where I have 3 lines. I know I can look at it on the day. So I'll focus more on the heavier scenes. But working with Gina, which we did work a lot with, I also worked a lot with Chelsea Cook. She's the one I had the most scenes with.
Okay.
And what Chelsea did that was a little different than what I'm used to is she kept asking, "Can we rehearse? Can we rehearse?" And I have no problem rehearsing. I love rehearsing. But I usually will bring up rehearsing if I'm not comfortable with a scene and I need to hear it from the
Okay.
other actor. But because she wanted to rehearse so much, our scenes are so much stronger. And it was easy. I wasn't nervous or anything like that. Gina and we also rehearsed. And then when the 4 of us with Gabriel, Chelsea, Gina, and I have a scene together, which is one of my favorite scenes of the movie, or was the most enjoyable to shoot because we all got along, and they're very strong actors. And so is Paul Rose, who plays the private detective. There's
Yeah.
only 5 characters, really,
Yeah.
and everyone was strong. Everyone brought their A game, and everyone's a professional actor. So it made the time there so much easier. When we were all getting our makeup done, we're like, can we go over this scene? And we just rehearse. Gina, can we go over this scene? Rehearse. Chelsea, let's do this again. Rehearse. So there was more rehearsal than usual, and I think you're going to see the difference in the movie.
That's great.
Yeah.
And also, there's a strong theme of secrecy and betrayal on this movie. How did
But
you come?
only in this Lifetime movie. Only in this Lifetime
Yeah.
movie is there secrets and betrayal, I tell you. Only in this one. Go ahead.
Yes.
I'm so sorry, Desiree. What was the question? There's a
How did you convey the tension in your performance?
I don't know how much I can give away, but there are scenes when the liar knows they're lying, and the person they're talking to, we don't know whether they know the lie or not. We're talking just character, right? Not actors. The actors, we know the beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah.
But the liar knows they're lying, and they think the other person doesn't know. So then you would play that scene as truthful as possible, as we're just eating dinner,
Yeah.
and I have to go to a seminar next weekend. But that seminar could be me going to see my secret affair.
Yeah.
But if I just play, I'm going to another seminar like I did last week and last month and 3 months ago. If you just play it normal, it's no big deal. Unless the actor or in the scene, the character says, "Wow, you've been going to a lot of seminars. What are you really doing?" What do you mean, what am I really doing at the seminar? I'm doing it for work. I have to go, honey. We've got to pay the bills. And that's how I sell more of my product. But the way it was written, it's just a lot of everyone goes about their normal life knowing I'm a liar, and I'm thinking they don't know I'm a liar.
Yeah.
Until the lies get revealed, then the dominoes start to fall and all hell breaks loose.
Great. And we are looking forward to watch it.
Yes, me too. Me too. I'm actually really looking forward to this one. I'm really looking. I think it's going to be in my top 3 Lifetime movies. I think it's going to make top 3.
Amazing.
Um, see, another secret. I forgot. I forgot the secret. Secret Lives of Housewives
Yeah.
is my
Okay.
favorite. Second is Taken in Montana, and I believe third is Vacation Home Nightmares.
Yeah.
I think this one is going to take the place of Vacation Home Nightmares. Who knows?
This is
Stay
high
tuned.
stakes.
Yes. Yes.
So, can you share an on-set moment or improvisation that surprised even you?
Oh, wow. I know there was a lot. I know there was a lot. Gina is a professional stunt woman. I'm a professional stunt guy. So there are some stunts between us where she upped the game and said, no, no, you can go harder, go faster, do this, do that. Oh, it's okay. And that made it look really intense.
Yeah,
But I can't give too much away, but that made it really intense. So there was improv with the stunts, um, a little improv in a dinner scene where it's the four of the actors. We were just trying to be like, hey, I'm a couple with Gina, Gabriel and Chelsea. Their character is a couple. We meet with each other often. Let's loosen it up. Like this is something that happens all the time, and we're celebrating Gina's accomplishments. So I think we had a little bit of improv in there. I just can't. There was, oh man, there was so much going on. It was in February. It was cold. It was raining. We shot. I think we had 3 overnight shoots. So overnights are like 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.,
yeah.
8 p.m., 3 a.m., whatever it might be. They were long and they were cold.
Okay, great. And working on a lifetime thriller involves a fast turnaround. What were the biggest challenges of the production schedule?
Not what I just said.
Yeah.
The 3 overnight shoots. I never, I'm just one of those people who are like, great, I got the job. It's going to be 12 days. Okay, this day, this day, this day. But I don't look at the scheduling of, later on in the shoot where it says 6 p.m. call time. Well, if it's a 6 p.m. call time, that means we're going to go late into the night. And I had booked more work the day after a all-nighter. So I went to bed at 5 a.m. and then I got up at 9 a.m. and had to do a commercial shoot. I didn't know I didn't know all this happened and I was very tired, but it all worked out. It all was good, but that was the biggest challenge is overnight shoots.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
great. And
Well,
in the afternoon, you was on set again of
oh,
the
for
Lifetime
one
movie?
of those days, yeah, it might have been like a Thursday night. We went from Thursday night to Friday morning, and then Friday morning I went on to another. I think I was doing a not a commercial, a vertical. You know the verticals, vertical
The
shorts.
vertical shirts?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, great.
yeah.
They
I've
are,
done a lot of them.
yeah,
I've done a lot of them.
great.
And Gina and I, we did the Duke's Masked Bride. Her and I are in that one together.
Yeah, great.
So the
On the
Duke,
shirt, the
yeah, it's
vertical one, it's a
a
vertical?
yes, Pocket
Oh,
FM, Pocket FM.
oh, but they
That
are doing, sorry, in
go ahead.
Italian, they are not so
Pop.
frequent.
Okay.
They are they doing movies in vertical, or is there ads,
Or there's a what?
advertising? Is
There's ads. There's
ads for
ads.
movies
Oh no,
or
they're
short
I'm sorry,
films?
they're movies. Movies.
Oh,
A
okay.
vertical is they have episode 1, 2, 3, and it finishes, and then you have to watch ads. Then you can watch 5, 6, 7 ads,
Oh,
8, 9, 10, or you buy the episodes.
oh,
So
okay.
there's a lot of apps. Real Short, Drama Box, Salty TV. Uh, I I'm forgetting a lot. Pocket FM.
Yeah,
And there's so many apps. I've done so many of them, but it was fun that Gina and we did Secret Life of a Surgeon's Wife, and then we got cast together on The Duke's Masked Bride, and so did my cousin Joel Berti. Two paisans were in a vertical. It was great. It was great.
yeah,
It was
that's
a good time.
amazing.
Yeah.
I have to inform myself about this stuff.
Okay. Good.
And the last question about this movie,
Yes.
how does this role differ from the characters you have played in the past, such like submission or divorce bait?
Okay. Well, submission was that character had a one-way track. He knew what he was doing. He knew that he wasn't the best of people, but was so addicted to BDSM, right? Divorce bait, romantic comedy, normal guy, loves his wife, and tries to make the marriage work.
Yeah.
This character, Peter, differs from all of them, and it was so much fun to play a a man who doesn't think he's a bad guy, who's not trying to be a bad guy, makes bad choices. Of course, being unfaithful to your wife is a bad choice. Having an affair is a bad choice. Trying to steal money from your wife is a bad choice. But when those choices are found out, when the lies are found out, and you have to try to cover them up and you do something even worse, you will see a character that's reflecting, sorry, a character that's reflecting on all his bad mistakes, and he shows true sorrow. That's it. I show true sorrow. I hope I show true sorrow or true regret in this character. So the biggest difference is this is a character that regrets his choices,
Great.
but still goes through with them because it's Lifetime.
Yeah. So, change of subject,
Okay.
talking about your career in general. Your breakout is in the tense drama submission, right?
Yes.
What was the pivotal lesson you took from this early TV series?
That there is strength in stillness, and as an actor and as an Italian,
Yeah.
they're talking with my hands here. The director
Thanks.
did not want that, and
No.
she wanted me to be still in control because that's what the guy was, just cool, calm, and collective. And when I watch those scenes now, I see that there's strength in stillness. I sometimes use that in other characters, um, but most of the time I'm very animated. That's deep in my heart. I'm animated and I'm more comedic than dramatic.
Yeah. Yeah. Great. And in Divorce Date, you played the charming but conflicted Marco Laguna. How did you balance humor and heartache in that rom-com?
And I balance humor and heartache. Well, the writing was fantastic. I have to give that to Christina. The writing was fantastic. So those dramatic scenes, they play themselves. The wife leaving me to do some work, and she's misunderstood what I've done, and I wasn't having an affair. That was a setup, and you can see in that scene, I'm like, oh my God, you're about to give up everything on a lie. And then the comedy is just the people around me allowed me to be loose and just play off of their humorous reactions. It was to me that's so easy because the writing is so good.
Amazing. And talking about your work on video games, any
Oh,
voice, yeah, any voice characters in video games like Mario Kart Arcade GP2,
yeah,
right?
Grand
Okay,
Prix, yeah.
yeah. How does voice work compared to on-camera acting?
It's much easier and the pay is much greater. You get more money for the time you spend in the audio booth. So I mean
Oh,
that's just yeah, it's easier. Um, because they will say, try it 3 times, try it 5 times.
yeah.
And in those 5 times, I find it easy to do different inflections of the voice. Um, I don't get much. It's funny. I got so much voiceover work in Japan, and when I speak, luckily people say, "Do you do voiceover?" I go, "Yeah." And they're like, "Wow, you should really do more voiceover." And I just haven't booked a lot of voiceover work in America. And I think it's because I don't have the right, I just use my phone and
Oh,
the earphone. Yeah, I, I have not put the time and effort into getting a real microphone. I just think if they hear my voice, they're going to assume it's going to sound good in the studio, but they actually want to hear what your voice sounds like in the studio now. So I think I might have to invest in better equipment.
and you're going to um, you're going to pursue this career?
Pursue? Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
did a voiceover audition yesterday. I do a lot of voiceover auditions. I just don't book them. I, I don't know why. I think it's the microphones.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
to have
I,
better.
you always
equi-
have to blame it on something else. It's not me. It's the microphone
Okay.
because this voice is absolutely incredible. Please
Yeah.
buy my product.
Yes. So you've tackled both lead and supporting roles. How did you choose a project when you aren't the marquee name?
Um, Sometimes casting directors come to me and say, Justin, would you be interested in this character a couple days at this price? And I'll say, can I see the script? If it's interesting enough, I'll do it. Um,
Mhm.
but usually for supporting it, it comes down to the money. Is the money good? Okay, I have no problem with that. When something is interesting and the character has an arc and some kind of action or is pivotal to the story, then money doesn't mean so much. And I want to do it just for the experience, but that doesn't happen often. It does not happen.
Okay. And looking back over your filmography, which role challenged you the most and why?
Wow, Desiree asking hard questions today. Woo.
I'm upgrading my challenges.
I mean, what was challenging, which made me feel like not comfortable and maybe not so enjoyable, was Lethal Desire. That character, because I get killed
Yeah.
so quickly, and the other actors were on set with each other a lot, and I had a lot of downtime. So when I got on set, I felt like a third wheel. I felt out of the group, and
Yeah.
my character was, a bit of a sleazeball. So it just was. It was difficult for me to get into it. So that would be my most challenging. It's very
Yeah.
difficult for me to play a douchebag. Very difficult for me to play a sleazy guy because I'm an angel.
That's that's a nice answer. So tell me if this is right. You
Yes.
spent 12 years living in Tokyo, right?
Hi. So this. Hi.
Okay. How did Japanese culture and performing arts influence your approach to acting?
その質問はすっごく面白い. That is a very interesting question. Actually, it's a very Desiree, that's a really no one's ever asked me that. How did it influence my career here? Or is that was that it was such
Your
a good question I forgot it.
sorry. So, how did Japanese culture and performing arts influence your approach to acting?
Perfect. So Japanese culture is very by the book, orderly,
Okay,
teamwork, not individuals, teamwork. 8 a.m. call time, you're there at 7:50 a.m.
okay,
You're there early. You you don't look at me, look at me. You quiet. What do I have to do? Go there, go there. I remember I was with about 10 or 8 agencies in Japan,
Okay.
freelance agencies. Because I'm a foreigner and the other talents are foreigners, usually an agent, a manager would go to set with you to make sure you're on time, to help translate if you didn't speak the language very well, just to make sure everything was fine. Maybe they'd stay the whole day with you. Maybe they leave halfway and then they have to go to their next job.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 years into my 12-year stay, managers and agents did not go to set with me. And I asked them, "Are you going to be there tomorrow?" And they're like, "No, Justin. With you, we don't have to worry. We know you're going to be there on time. We know you're not going to cause a problem." So I think a lot of actors are loosey goosey, and it's the craft. And I'm an artist, and we're going to do this, and then, oh yeah, let's get in the character, whatever it is, and that's fine. That's fine. But there's a lot of productions that Lifetime is an example. Quick, we got 12 days, 14 days. We got this scene, this, let's go. So you have to know your lines, you have to hit your marks. And I hope I'm funny. I hope I'm a good guy on set, but I'm not going to waste people's time with my own drama or anything that has nothing to do with the movie. So that's what Japan taught me. Be on time, know your lines, just do your work.
That's smart.
Yeah. Great question. Thank you.
Thank you. I have another question on Japan.
Yeah.
Well, in Japan, you taught yoga, right?
Yes.
And trained in the martial arts and modern dance. How do
Yes.
these disciplines inform your work on set?
Okay. So just with yoga, I'm pretty flexible and limber, and I think that adds to an actor's, whatever their positioning, the way they move, to be silly, to be free, and stunts, to be
Yeah.
very active and hit choreography. So I give that to my sensei Duncan Wong, who taught me yogic arts, and then I was also a teacher of yogic arts. I think any sport. I also played semi-pro baseball in Japan, so I'm very competitive.
Oh,
And when I'm on set, I want to make it the best scene possible. I want the other actors to be better than me. I want to have a challenge to, oh, I have to meet that actor at their level because they're so good. Secret Life of Sherzin's Wife. I didn't really have to do that because all the other actors were below me. I'm joking. I'm just saying that so that when they hear this interview, because yeah, I really didn't have to do much. It was quite easy. They had to up their game. No, I. That's why this movie is going to be good because everyone was a professional, and I said brought their A game, brought their top game. Um, and that's what I think my sports and fitness background brings. What I bring to a set is some good old male aggression.
yeah. And talking about your future project,
Yeah.
you have heard, we have heard you're attached to upcoming project in
Which
the
one?
near future. Forbidden Love, it's right.
That's a vertical. I don't have a big part. Don't worry about that one. Next one.
Okay. And a UK-based miniseries that I don't know the name.
Let me check my own IMDb. Hold on. Because I don't have anything upcoming, unfortunately.
It's from your website.
Just what everything always Justin Berti?
JustinBerti.com. .com, sorry. I say
Oh,
that in Italian.
justinberti.com. Oh, Just a, that is that is an amazing fan page. That
Yeah.
a fan does
Fan
that for me.
page.
That's
It's
a
right.
fan page. It's incredible.
Oh, oh. And so,
That that
do you have
that fan.
something? Yeah, yeah.
No, no, not a Water's Edge. Water's Edge will be
Yeah.
the next movie that comes out.
Can we talk about it?
Sure, Lana Reed, the director. I also Eric Fellows, who was also in Divorce Bait, is starring with me in that. Michael Paré, Eric Roberts. I shot that last October in Ohio. Independent film, very gritty, and will be more intense than any Lifetime movie. Any Lifetime movie, more intense. We can swear, blood, guns, all the good stuff.
Yeah, great.
Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah.
You were talking about justinberti.com. It's
Yes,
a
yes.
like it's a fan base.
Fan page.
Oh, wait.
The Andrea, the one that does it, incredible.
That's
Really,
great.
like just such a sweetheart. And she asked me, like, can I take your name, justinberti.com? And I said, yeah. I I don't think I'm ever gonna make a website. And she sees everything I post and then posts it. And she knows about shows that I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
That way. We we will talk with her too one day.
Okay. I hope
Okay.
so. I hope so.
Amazing. So that's it. Um, remember to all our audience that Secret Life of the Surgeon's Wife will premiere this Saturday night on Lifetime channel.
Eight
Yeah,
o'clock.
8 o'clock. Great. And thank you, Justin, to join us today.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me once again. I enjoyed this thoroughly.
It's a pleasure for me. And thank you all for watching. Bye.
Ciao, ciao.